This is a video of how to build a self-feeding fire. You put the thicker stuff on the bottom.
We might have to talk loud in this video because the last one we done outside was a little bit quiet, so if you think we're shouting, we're not really. It's just we're not
Self-feeding fire, you get the thicker stuff on the bottom, then you build it up with the thinner stuff, and then you light the small fire on the top, and then it just drops through and it should burn like really slow.
It lasts twice as long, doesn't it? People use them for all-nighters. It's like an upside down fire as well, isn't it?
That's another name for it.
Aye.
And then you just put the thinner stuff. We're just making it small here, like just for quickness.
Aye, this is just a demonstration.
You can make it a lot bigger on this and it would burn.
Burn all night if it was a campfire.
Aye, it's just, and you're not constantly feeding it away.
Aye.
So it lasts a lot longer, but it's like you see, you put the smaller stuff as you go. Build it up, and then
you just keep crisscrossing them either way, don't you? So that
you've got to leave a big gap so the
air can get in, and so that the stuff on the top can fall through and feed the bottom, and it's.
And then we just need to get a bit of
stuff to light it with.
Some fine twigs on top and build like your little fire on top of it. So we've got the thick stuff on the bottom. As the fire builds up, it gets thinner. Then we've just built like a few dead leaves and things on the top. And when it lights, the ash should burn through and like feed the fire and eventually come up on the bottom.
Aye, it'll feed through.
Just go right there.
We're using a lighter because we're sort of running out of daylight.
Yeah, that's just
My plan was to use one of the fire stewards. I have got one, but it's, it's like I say, this is just for speed really, because otherwise we would have been sitting, and it might have took too long to do this. We have had a bit of rain lately and a lot of the wood's damp, and the stuff what we're trying to, because we're using our natural stuff what we're using to light it with. But the thin twigs off the pine, the deadfall, what you pick up, them do burn quite well. So once you get a bit of a flame down in it, then catch a hold straight.
It's like I say, this is just a small fire. If you wanted to last like a good few hours all night, you would just make it a lot bigger.
You would use a lot more logs, and you would have it a bit higher as well, so it would burn down. Take longer to burn down.
Little twigs on there, and hopefully once it gets a good bit of ash, it should set the ones underneath the light and just slowly burn through, nice and slowly. And we'll see how long it lasts. I mean, a small fire like this, even how small it is, even if this lasted an hour, would be good for
it would, like
how many sticks we've got on it.
If you're out camping and you wanted to cook your supper on it or something like that, or just to get warm before you're down in your tent. Just like as it's getting dark now, it would give you that bit of lights to get stuff set up. And depending on what country you're in, you need a fire going now and then. It's just for the sort of wildlife you get in other countries, isn't it?
It's
lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
We normally have fires even if it's hot through the day for the midges, to keep the midges away from it.
You get a lot in this country when it's been as damp or whatever.
Send your crackers.
Once it's got a good hold like that, you can start putting like the.
And then you can just kind of leave it in it.
A little bit thicker stuff on. Once you get it, a good flame on the top there, a bit of ash on the top. Them top sticks will get a hold and they'll burn through. But we've only used a few bits of sticks on the top. Really, it should have been a lot thicker and a lot. Now that's why we're having to put more stuff on the top here. Otherwise, this will just burn out. feed the top a lot more than what you would normally do on a bigger flare.
And that's what I'm saying, you would have met it
This
a lot
would have
bigger.
been, there would have been bigger logs under there. This would have just been the lightest.
It's just the little ones, so it
Aye.
singed all the hairs off me arm. I can smell it.
We'll let that down and see how that does. Because we've got trees above Wormwood Way. We didn't want it any bigger than what it is, that's why we're just keeping it
it's
small.
starting to catch under there, the
Aye,
bit bigger stuff, so it's see how long it burns.
Aye.
And like I say, it's just like half a dozen, like 3 or 4 big logs and half a dozen sticks, really, that's how the fire was.
Because normally if you lit a fire and you put down 2 bits of logs on, that tin stuff would have burned through within minutes, wouldn't it? So, you know, like, the other stuff would have been alright, and then it probably would have lasted you 20 minutes at the most. Maybe even that, I don't think 10 minutes once it caught light. Plus we've got a good bit of wind, you can probably hear it on camera. Right, so we've left that alight there. We're gonna walk away, like not too far from here. We're just gonna set up camp. We'll see how long this burns.
See how long it burns, really.
seems to be burning okay, doesn't it?
Like I say, it's not going to burn for ages just because it was just a small fire,
Yeah.
just to show you. But
Maybe you would just keep feeding the top and then...
well, you wouldn't really. You would have had a lot higher and
Aye, a lot more bulky.
so it would have just burned. But this was just a small fire, just to show you how to do it. Really.
There would have been some thicker logs under there, wouldn't there? And then...
But I mean, the few twigs we had on there, if you just hide them in a fire, would probably only last them 5 minutes.
Aye.
But we'll go and leave it again so long it does last, just for the size of it.
Well, as you can see, it's still burning quite well there.
It's been about 3/4 of an hour.
Aye.
And for the size of the fire, it was only 3 or 4 little logs and a few sticks.
Aye.
Really.
Like we've turned the camera off and on a couple of times, and but as you can see now, it is quite dark. I mean,
them sticks, if you had to just hide them on a fire, they wouldn't even wait 5 or 10 minutes. So
aye, they would have been gone, but they've still got a tiny bit left.
it's probably
life
still
left
got
in it.
another 15-20 minutes in. So really, off a little fire like that, it's lasted probably an hour.
Aye.
That's what it would last. So it's not bad really. So if you built a big in, you could maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Aye, because that would have just been the top section that was burnt, and it would have to burn all the way through the next bits and the next bits.
Then on top of that, you could probably rake all these back up together and
Aye.
put the end bits back on. So
You would get like at least a good, like maybe like at least 3 hours out of the good fire before you went to take the bunk down, camp down or
it's like
something.
say that little one there, you could have got like an hour out of it.
Oh, it's still got a bunch of 20 minutes, half an hour left in it, really, I would say.
Maybe more. That's what I'm saying. It was just 3 or 4 little logs and half a dozen sticks, really.
No.
Done quite well.
You're a better idea.
Right,
Really?
it's definitely lost a lot on it. Anyway, that's it. That's it.
Aye, that's it for this one. We'll just end the video at that because it's getting too dark now, so we're just gonna build it up a bit more and then that'll be the end of that.